4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Welcome everyone to our Get New Clients Marketing TV Expert Interview Series. Our guest today is Greg Schmidt, owner at Home Restoration Services. Welcome, Greg. Greg, glad you're here.
Good morning, Kathy. Thank you for having me.
Well, and I know a lot of people are looking for kitchen and bathroom remodelers, home remodelers, and it's a really tough job to find someone good. And the big question is, how do I find a good person? Because if you go online, you do a Google search, you're going to get page after page of remodelers, and you know it's going to be expensive, and you know that there's horror stories out there. So what is your recommendation for finding a really good kitchen, bathroom, or home remodeler?
I would start with online reviews. I would go to Google. I would go to Yelp, Better Business Bureau. There's another site called Houzz, H-O-U-Z-Z, which has become the Facebook of the remodeling world. That site also has a lot of reviews attached to each builder remodeler page. I would also do a little more research and find out how long the company's been in business, because really 10 years is the benchmark for a successful company, because that means they were in business before the downturn and they've survived and done well during the downturn and are still in business doing great work. And another thing, let's say that you have a builder or remodeler into your home to talk about a project. You want to make sure that this person is listening to your needs, talking about your dreams, and also follows up after the meeting with emails, even if it's just a thank you, because gratitude is important. And just, are they following up with what they said they were going to do? This gives you an indication of whether they will follow up and do what they said they were going to do during the project.
Ooh, that's a big point, isn't it? Because a lot of times the horror stories are the guys take your money and disappear. We don't want that.
We've all heard those.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're talking to you. Because you've been in business for what, 15, 16, 17, 18 years?
18 years, yes.
Okay. So as an expert in this industry, if someone was looking for a kitchen remodeler to you, and they were saying, all right, what do I look for? And there's a friend, and I'm looking for a kitchen remodeler. What do I look for? What kind of experience would you look for?
Well, I'd want someone that can work with, pretty much across the spectrum of all architectural styles. They're as comfortable in a Rambler as they are in a Queen Anne, as they are in a Victorian, as they are in Minnetonka or Edina or South Minneapolis or West Minneapolis, or wherever they land. They should be comfortable with the vintage home as well as the older home, and know what it takes to remodel those properly, and be able to mix styles. Let's say that someone wanted to put an IKEA kitchen into an older home and wants that modern, look in an older home. You've got to be able to figure out how to do that, and that's very important for a successful project too.
Interesting. So in other words, and one of the things I've admired about you is you're an award-winning contractor. Can you tell us about that a little bit? Because that feeds into exactly what you were talking about fitting the style with the home.
Well, that's true. Actually, speaking of the downturn, this project was in 2008, and we had remodeled a basement for a homeowner's father, and this project yielded a bathroom which found its way into Fine Home Building magazine. I had submitted it, and they called me and said they wanted to put it in their kitchen and bath issue of 2009. And then the same project won a Cody Award that year, as well as the larger basement remodel of that same project. So that was a good year.
Very impressive.
Thanks.
Very nice. So I know you do some very special things for new customers to help them. What do you do for new people?
Well, we are a professional remodeling company. Most of my customers are lawyers, they're doctors. We have a lot of financial people, and the people in the financial world. Faculty and staff at the University of Minnesota are a client base for us. And so they expect professionalism from their remodeler. And that goes down all the way down to the trade partners that I bring into their home. After all, we are in that home for sometimes a long period of time on a daily, or often several times a week we are in their home, and they need to know that the people that I bring into their home are courteous and pay attention to detail, and that we do our best to weave ourselves into the neighborhood fabric by being aware of all the different things that go on in the neighborhood, the travel schedules. For example, if we have a corner lot we're working on, we make sure we don't put the dumpster too close to the corner so that we block a stop sign. That would create a hazard for pedestrians in the neighborhood because drivers might be not able to see the kids or pedestrians walking past the dumpster. If we're on a narrow street, I tell my workers not to park across the driveway, because in the winter it's especially difficult on a narrow street to navigate a driveway when there's a car parked directly across the way. Those are the little things we try to do. We send out neighborhood notices prior to the start of the project just to kind of make peace with the neighbors before we make noise, and do our best to not disrupt the tranquility of the neighborhoods we're working in.
Fabulous. And are there any things that you give new customers if they would come to see you in the next couple weeks, say?
Yes, we can offer on a bathroom or a kitchen remodel. We can offer a $400 credit toward a new sink and faucet, or if you're going to get a really nice sink, $400 goes a nice distance to paying for that. And that's a little incentive we do for our new customers.
Fabulous. Well, that says a lot about why you've been around for so long and why you're going to continue to be in business. So, I had one more quote that you gave me before we wrap this up about old homes as being challenges.
Sure.
Do you remember what you said about that? It was really great.
Well, great remodelers take the challenges presented by old homes especially and turn those into opportunities to make great projects. And this is something that you have to be able to think on your feet. You have to be able to understand the construction process and what's possible to do in homes in order to do that. And if you can think on your feet and come up with quick solutions or quick ideas, it's part of the creative process in any remodeling project, but turning challenges into opportunities is really important.
Fabulous. Well, you've been around for a long time, and I think you're going to be around a lot longer. So, well, thank you, everyone, for joining us, and I'm glad, Greg, that you were here to help us understand what it takes for a good remodeler.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.